Hello beautiful world, and welcome to today's video. So for today's topic, I want to talk with you about disordered eating and how disordered eating can present itself if you are managing a chronic illness or a chronic condition. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first and foremost, I want to preface this video by stating that I am not a mental health professional, so I do not have the scope, or I do not have the practice or the ability to diagnose or even state that I can treat anyone that has a disordered eating problem or disordered eating habit or condition. But I'm only coming from a place as a person who has myself dealt with disordered eating habits and tendencies, and also from the place of a lifestyle wellness coach, where I help alert people about and spread awareness about what disordered eating is, and give some ideas and suggestions as to what you can do to help with managing or overcoming disordered eating tendencies or habits. But again, if you feel that you have an issue with disordered eating, or it's something that you are noticing that you're struggling with, or any of the things that I'm talking about in this video today sounds like it's something similar to what you yourself struggle with, I do encourage you to seek the help of a therapist, someone that's going to help you to identify any problems or areas and coach you and guide you as to what you should be doing, and that can get you the help that you need. To managing or living with a chronic illness or a chronic condition, there are some lifestyle modifications that you're going to need to make. Those lifestyle modifications can be anything from adjusting how much stress you let into your life, adjusting your fitness and your exercise, like what are you doing for that, how much you're moving and how often you're moving, adjusting your sleep schedule, adjusting your social calendar, how social are you? And it can also make you have to make changes regarding your nutrition. So there are going to be things such as dietary restrictions, food triggers, food allergies, and food intolerances, where you're going to basically have to limit, omit, or change specific foods, patterns, behaviors that you're doing when it comes to your nutrition and the foods that you're consuming in order to better manage your chronic illness or chronic condition. Well, there's nothing inherently wrong with any of those things, and you of course are going to want to do those things when you are wanting to balance or find your level of balance when it comes to maintaining your chronic illness or condition. The only problem comes in is when you are striving to accomplish this and you begin to focus in on or develop unhealthy, whether it's unhealthy eating patterns, unhealthy thoughts, unhealthy mindset, or an unhealthy relationship to food, and this can present itself in the form of disordered eating. So when it comes to overcoming these disordered eating tendencies, or learning how to better manage your nutrition while you are managing your chronic illness or chronic condition, there are 5 suggestions I have that may be beneficial for you or that you may find helpful. The first thing is to know that it is all a process. And this is very important when you are first diagnosed with a chronic illness or chronic condition. You are floored. You are shocked. You feel like your body has failed you. You kind of go through a grieving process. You become very frustrated and upset. You go through denial. You just go through all of these different emotions. But at the end of it all, one of the most important things that you should kind of transition into understanding is that it's a process, and it's a journey, and it's a day by day by day by day by day thing. The quicker you can come to that realization, the quicker you can bounce back, and you can better deal with what's happening, learn more about how to manage your symptoms, and learn more about what you need to be doing. And some things that you can do to help you understand more about the process of managing and living with a chronic illness or chronic condition is to become super informed and educated regarding your chronic condition and also regarding your unique and specific body. The second thing, which is kind of similar to what I just said, is going to be focused on being a little bit better each day. So that means taking all of that information that you were learning about your symptoms, you were learning about what was happening through your flare-ups, and what you also have been learning through tracking your foods, journaling your foods, and learning about how your body reacts to specific foods. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is remove any trigger foods, any kind of foods that are causing triggers or allergies or any kind of reactions. You're going to want to remove those foods. You're going to want to remove foods that do not fall in line with your dietary restrictions as well. You're also going to want to work with maybe a wellness coach, work with an accountability partner, find a support group, and really work with your healthcare professional and learn more about the lifestyle modifications that you need to make that just aren't your nutrition, but in general, as a whole, what lifestyle modifications that you need to make so that you can start to do these and implement these changes over a period of time in a very sustainable way so that you can become better and better and better at managing your chronic condition and managing and decreasing those symptoms. The third thing is you will want to stop counting calories. So taking a break from that and learning how to focus on portion control, focus on improving the quality of the foods that you're eating, learning more about maybe tracking your food in a better and healthier way, such as food journaling and just keeping a general idea or running tab of what you're eating so that way you can identify food triggers and food intolerances if you need to. Doing those kind of things and staying away from like counting calories, at least for a little while, especially if you're new to your chronic illness. It's going to be more helpful for you in learning more about what's going on with your body and what you need to be doing, and it will help you to work with your doctor to figure out what next steps you need to be taking so that you're not overwhelming yourself. You also want to make sure that you focus on gentle nutrition. So it's very easy when you have a chronic illness or condition and to switch to becoming hypervigilant and wanting to be this super healthy person. Learning again how to remove foods that are triggering flare-ups or triggering negative responses from your body, removing food intolerances, and removing those types of things first, focusing on your dietary restrictions and what you need to do what adjustments you need to make in your overall nutrition and your overall diet, and also taking that opportunity while you are probably removing and omitting some food groups or specific foods that you like, you love, and you enjoy, making sure that you take this opportunity to find alternative replacements for those foods is super important. So if you're a person that loves ice cream and you can't have dairy, they have non-dairy alternatives where you can still enjoy ice cream on occasion without the dairy and without having to have a negative reaction or a flare-up or a triggering something within your body. So making sure that you educate yourself on all that is out there and finding positive alternative foods so that it makes the transition a little bit more easier. And the last thing is to make sure that you keep fitness balanced and uncomplicated. It may also be a desire or a factor for you to want to, in your quest to become super healthy, to go crazy and go to the gym and want to try all these different things. But depending on what your chronic illness looks like, you may be struggling with chronic fatigue, or there may be limitations as to types of exercises that you can do, or if you have a chronic illness where you are in and out of the hospital or you have a lot of surgeries, you may be limited as to what you can do. So finding what is going to work for you and your specific current state of health, your specific chronic illness, your specific chronic condition is going to be very important. And doing that within the limits and the bounds that you can do that, and let that be enough. Do not try to take on too much and try to train for an Ironman when your body is telling you it is not ready for an Ironman. So find something that works, something that is simple and that blends a combination of cardio and resistance training and let that be it. Make sure that you are stretching and that you are doing little movements that's going to help to stretch out your muscles, increase your mobility and flexibility, and doing all those things on a regular, consistent basis according to your energy levels and according to what you can do with your fitness, and not trying to copy or try to do all the things, because that can also be frustrating and cause more issues and do more harm than good. That is all for this week's video. I hope that you found this helpful and insightful. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it so much. Also, if you're new to this channel and you enjoyed this video, I do encourage you to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy these types of videos. I upload videos here weekly on YouTube that focus on women's health, anti-aging, holistic lifestyle, and everything in between. So go ahead and subscribe and make sure you ring the notification bell so that way you are notified of videos I upload here on a regular basis. And until next time, here is to redefining health and staying forever young. Bye.